everyone, it's Katie with One Music School, and today I have a review for you on one of Grace VanderWaal's signature ukuleles from Fender. So if you're familiar with my channel, I already did a review on the concert ukulele, and here is the soprano. It's called the Moonlight. Today I'll be unboxing and reviewing the Moonlight Grace VanderWaal soprano ukulele from Fender. I'll be playing other Fender ukes to see how they measure against the Moonlight model. I'll play the uke for you so that you can hear different sound bites and determine whether the tone is right for you, and I will be answering questions taken from my Instagram. So if this interests you, just keep watching. All of the instruments shown in this video can be found at hidemusic.com. Right, let's get started. Oh, that's sharp looking. That's pretty. This is the Grace VanderWaal Moonlight Soprano Ukulele. It has a compact body with a slim C-shaped neck profile, navy blue satin finish, gold hardware, gold sparkle rosette, custom floral sound hole, a pull-through bridge, and 4 inline tele headstock tuners with Grace's signature on the back. The entire body is made of laminate mahogany with a cream ABS binding. The neck is made of NATO with a fingerboard made of walnut. Has a very large sound for a small instrument. If you haven't seen my reviews before, there is a microphone right here. I'm going to hold the instrument to the microphone so that you can hear if there's an after ring. Yeah, there's a really nice after ring to that on an open C chord on this part of the neck. I wonder how it sounds on the upper part of the neck. I'm going to test it. Okay, it does. Has some sustain on the upper part of the neck. That's comforting to know. I wonder about individually. Oh, you wake up in a dream, dream, dream. The air's soft to breathe, breathe, breathe. Hold on, here I am sitting in my tin can, far above the world. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do. The notes sustain longer on the lower part of the neck than they do on the upper part of the neck. But to be perfectly honest, if you're a beginner, how many times are you playing on the upper part of the neck? Now it's time to answer your Instagram questions. Thank you so much to everyone that left a question. I really appreciate it. Really helps me when you give your feedback. So the number one question that people asked me was, how does this compare to the Venice? So I've actually played the Venice recently, and I also posted something on my Instagram where I did a quick mini review of the Venice. And I would definitely say that this is more solid feeling than the Venice. It's very similar though, especially to the matte black one that I tried. The feel, the sound, very, very similar, but it does feel a little bit more solid than the Venice, that in my personal opinion. I wasn't able to film with the Venice because it wasn't available in my store. I went to another store that shall remain anonymous so that I could try it again, and they had the matte black model. I didn't film in the store because I thought it would be disrespectful. So the similarities between the two are the matte finishes, the ABS binding around the front of the body, open geared tuners, and both have similar designs. For differences, the Moonlight has a larger sound hole, more design details such as Grace's signature and the floral design in the sound hole, gold hardware, and ABS binding all along the fretboard and the back edges. I like the ABS binding. I think it adds durability to the instrument, and then also it keeps the frets from sprouting. It's not going to prevent it 100%, but it's really going to prevent it. It also comes with a Fender Play subscription for 3 months, which is a $60 value. The Venice has fewer design details, and ABS binding is lacking along the fretboard and the back edges of the ukulele. The ABS binding can only be found around the front edges. If you think it's worth $40 more for the extra details in the ABS binding, I'll leave that up to you. Here's a video from my Instagram a year ago. Keep in mind that I'm using my phone and not a studio microphone. Someone asked about the neck and asked if it was thick. No, it is not. I think it's very slender, very easy to play, very easy to push down. I don't think you'd have any problems playing this at all. As far as feel, I think that is very easy to play, very compact. I love the mat. I think it's beautiful. The design is fabulous. I think it's very, very smart with the ABS binding. Now for sound, just keep in mind that this is just my personal preference. Everyone is going to be different. People are going to value different things. And for me personally, I like things that are a little bit more on the mid-range side as far as tone quality. So this one is very bright. To me, this tone just sounds a little bit boxed in. So I was not able to get the Venice, so I'm really sorry about that. But I do have two other soprano ukuleles from Fender, both laminate mahogany, ABS binding, solid headstocks, geared tuners. So I'm going to play them side by side, also with some previous footage that I took with the Grace VanderWaal model, so that you can hear the difference between all three, and then you can decide, well, is it worth $100, the Grace VanderWaal? Here we go. So I did the after ring test, I played the same kind of tune, and hopefully you can tell the difference between all three. We have Grace VanderWaal. I think that one is the brightest out of all the three. This one is in the middle, and definitely this one is the deepest in my opinion. So leave that in the comment section below which tone that you preferred out of all three Fenders. So they're all really similar in price point. You can decide which one is best for you with tone, but they all feel pretty similar. Okay, I've been playing this ukulele for a couple of weeks now, and I think I've got a pretty good feel for it, pretty good handle on it. I think it's meant for the beginner, especially with the 3 months free of Fender Play, and it has a bunch of Grace VanderWaal songs on there that just gets you started. I think that's really cool. That's a $60 value, just kind of reiterating that like I did before. And you have a $100 ukulele, $60 value of free Fender Play, so it's really a $160 value, and you're buying that ukulele. If you can afford it, because not a lot of beginners can afford a $100 ukulele. If you can afford it, then I think it's for you. If you're a Grace VanderWaal fan, then I think it's for you. If you're not even a beginner and you're a fan of Grace VanderWaal and you want a collector's item, that might be something that you want to pick up. Now, could you find something that is more affordable with more accessories and things like that? Yes, of course you could. The best way that you can know if an ukulele is right for you is if you just hold it in your hands and you play it. I mean, it has to speak to you, right? So you just pull it off the shelf, don't look at price, don't look at brand, just play it, and then look at price, look at brand, if it speaks to you, and then you can decide whether it's within your budget and it's something that you would like to take home with you. If you can't do that and online is your only option, make sure that you have a really good return policy, that you can ship it back if you don't like it. So I wanna know what your thoughts are. That is the most important part of this video. I wanna know what you think about this. Do you think it's worth it? Do you have this ukulele? Do you have the other Grace VanderWaal ukulele? I think that one's gorgeous. By the way, if you haven't seen my video on that, please check that out. I really, really enjoyed that one. Okay, so that's it. So I hope to hear from you soon. Bye.